Hello and welcome everyone, I am Madals and this is another StarCraft 2 England cast. Today I've got game 2 of a best of 3. It is between ESC's GoOdy, the purple Terran player in the lower left position. He's up against ATN DarKFoRcE, the blue Zerg in the top right. For those of you who have not watched game 1, flick over to my channel, you will be able to find it there. And well, game 2 should have a lot in store for us. The map of course is Cloud Kingdom. This is going to be a fun map. Now, in game 1 I wrongly predicted that GoOdy would go for either a CC first or 1 Rax command center, which I guess he did, but it was a proxy 1 Rax. Did some very nice damage after very early on, and to be honest, DarKFoRcE was unable to really come back from that in my opinion, especially with the second wave of harassment in the form of Hellions and Banshees. GoOdy just got way ahead, he expanded well. DarKFoRcE was really outplayed, so I'm hoping DarKFoRcE brings his A game right now and brings this to be a 3-game best of 3, but after game 1 I'm really thinking GoOdy could be in a nice position to 2-0 this match. Anyway, let me just say quickly, I forgot to mention in game 1, this is from ESP Winter Tournament, so for anyone wondering where the games are from, if anyone wants to subscribe, I'd love that. I get new games up every single day of the week, and if you leave a cool comment about the game as well, that'd be awesome. Or game 1, just let me know what you think of the series. Now, taking a look here, we've got the barracks coming down. We should see a 15 hatchery out of DarKFoRcE, almost certainly. There isn't really any other opener that is realistic in ZVT at the moment. So, there we go, we've got the drone coming down. We should then see a 16 pool, and well, it's then really up to GoOdy to see what he's going to do. Is he going to go for the more standard 1 Rax command center? Well, he's already put the barracks at the top of his ram, so that's going to be pretty happy. And as you can see here, the Overlord movement is very much checking for any kind of proxy Raxes or anything like that. We've got the Watchtower gets scouted to make sure there's nothing out there. This Overlord will come down, just make sure there's nothing down here. And really that's just an attempt from DarKFoRcE to make sure that he doesn't die to anything unexpected. Now, looking around the map, obviously not much is going to be going on for a while. Both players are really economically focused. So let's just think about a little more of what the mid game is going to be what the mid game composition is going to be rather. GoOdy in game 1 obviously went mech, very strong. If you can build up that Deathball army, which we saw GoOdy do, obviously. In Game 2, I don't know if we will see that. Maybe we'll go for a bit more standard Marine Tank Medevac style. GoOdy is getting out his Natural Command Center now, so it wasn't 1 Rax CC opening. We do have the spawning pool about to finish up. DarKFoRcE really now in a position where he either has to try and take a quick third, and on Cloud Kingdom, your third base is very vulnerable. Or, alternatively, he's got to try and do pressure off of 2 bases, which isn't gonna be that successful in my opinion. It's just a little bit awkward to do, especially against Terran. Now the first 2 gas being taken by GoOdy, this timing exactly right. If you go 1 Rax CC, get 2 gas, you then get a factory, you get the reactor on the barracks, switch them over, you then get Hellions, and if you want to, you go into Banshee, which is sort of the mega harassment mode so many Terran players seem to like doing at the moment. Meanwhile, DarKFoRcE, he just seems to be droning, getting those queens up. Should get probably 4, I would imagine. 4 queens, brilliant off of 2 bases. You have 2 just for spreading creep. You get a good defense. You can hold off Hellions okay. It deals well with the Banshee. We're even seeing a return to sort of the Ice Fisher build Spanishi made famous ages ago in Zerg, where they actually can go up to getting 6 queens, which isn't completely crazy. We do have GoOdy here getting his 3rd command center up already. So it's 1 Rax command center opening. We should see the factory out shortly now. That would be the best bet. Obviously, 4 queens are coming out for DarKFoRcE, which is precisely what he should be doing. That creep spread should start really spreading pretty damn quick. And well, just taking a look around here, both players really going fairly standard. There we go, the barracks moving in order to get the reactor down. May not see the Banshee come out. It's something which you can either go for or not. I mean, on Cloud Kingdom, you don't have that much dead space behind the mineral lines. It's not too hard to defend it. But what's this? We've got an Engineering Blade blocking the 3rd. Oh, DarKFoRcE, you've even got that drone going over there. Look at the drone go. The drone's going to be like, hatch. Oh, not a hatchery. Damn this SCV, but already we start seeing that SCV gets picked off. It will die, but this is going to really significantly delay the 3rd base timing, which just means that GoOdy is going to be able to keep producing a good amount of workers off of 2 bases with the 3rd command center there. He may actually even start to catch up DarKFoRcE. DarKFoRcE has the problem that he's on equal bases as his opponent, which is never really what you want. Solutions to this, if you wanted to go on a 2-base play, well, you can always go for something like Roach Baneling, very strong. that's really pretty much your only option of kind of super aggression if you want to do an all-in. Looking here, we've got the Tech Lab and the Starport, so we are going to see that Banshee, that third orbital command is morphing in. To be honest, GoOdy is going to be in a very, very strong spot shortly. He's yet again going with good harassment, good delaying, really throwing DarKFoRcE off his rhythm, which is a lot of StarCraft. I mean, if you can get your opponent in a position where he's not completely comfortable, he's out of his comfort zone, it can all go pretty wrong pretty quickly because they're suddenly trying to react to things they're not used to reacting to. Now, obviously looking here, we do have the fourth gas on its third and fourth gas on the way out for DarKFoRcE. Meanwhile, just the 2 gas for GoOdy. I don't think you'll need many more. A bit of a odd bunker positioning, or not odd, it's a more brave bunker positioning. You do see people put the bunker back here if they're worried about any kind of attacks. Putting him more forward is better later on because you can defend this wall off, but just means if there's a big Zergling one by, you have problems. Now, meanwhile, we've got this third base under continued harassment, and this kind of Marine Hellion force can be very strong. One Queen goes down very, very quickly. The Hellions, of course, will help deal with those Zerglings. The Marines have the DPS to deal with the Queens, and, well, this is turning out to be very, very frustrating for DarKFoRcE, who could be in a position where he could lose a second Queen. A Transfuse goes down just in time though. 20 Zerglings in production. We do have more Hellions about to join the mix though, so that is going to make those Zerglings slightly less effective than they may want to be. Spore Crawler getting chucked down, so preparation for the inevitable Banshee, which I'm sure now DarKFoRcE will be expecting, especially after game 1. We do have more Hellions coming along the map. Marine production being cut, 3 more factories in the way, so GoOdy yet again going for a mech style build, and I really like his build, but for the moment we are going to probably see that bunker go down, but the Hellions able to deal just so much damage. The Queen's even taking huge damage from the Hellions right now, so this is absolutely sick. That Queen almost certainly going to go down. There we go, so great play by GoOdy, and this kind of really aggressive style, the massive amounts of harassment, the purpose of that is to allow him to get up this mech army that is really quite vulnerable early on in the game until you get up kind of high into the figures of supply. So to be honest, I'm really impressed with how GoOdy's playing this. DarKFoRcE needs to work out what he's going to do. This third base is taking considerable amounts of damage. The only saving grace for DarKFoRcE at the moment is he hasn't lost too many workers, with only 2 killed, but he is now 4 workers behind his Terran opponent. When you factor mules in, that's quite a significant disadvantage. We do now have a 4th command center being built by GoOdy as well, so he is significantly pulling ahead in terms of the economic advantage. He's consistently staying a base up, and that is going to really cause DarKFoRcE a problem. Still, these Hellions absolutely going crazy. A lot of them getting very low on HP though, so you'll probably see them retreat back now, maybe get repaired up by those SCVs. Looking around here, obviously we do still have more Banshee getting produced. We have got 2 on the field already. Not quite sure where they are chilling. It's somewhere around here. I have no doubt. Let's have a look. Nope, they're just pulled back. So really just building up this mech army that is going to be very powerful should it be allowed to get up into the high triple figures of supply. Now Macro Hatch chucked down. Great move by DarKFoRcE. He's getting out the Spire yet again, and I find that quite interesting because GoOdy seems to be going for a very similar playstyle to game 1, and DarKFoRcE is mimicking his own playstyle from game 1, which obviously didn't work, got shut down very hard. Now my concern is that if what you did before didn't work, why do the same thing against the same strategy from your opponent? A lot of Hellions coming across. Now Blue Flame is going to kick in any second. Now we've got these Queens moving forward, but these Hellions, even on their own, deal so much damage just due to the amount of splash they do. And well, those Zerglings, they're going to get taken down very quickly. Quite a few Hellions falling though. The Banshee's focusing down the Queens. One may fall. That is not something that you really want happening. Blue Flame has now completed. We've got a lot more Zerglings on the way. A couple of Mutalisks coming out as well. The Mutas will shut down this push, but will it be too late? Quite a few drones are getting toasted right now. The Queen's still on their way over. The Zerglings will not deal well against those 4 Blue Flame Hellions, just due to the amount of damage they'll be able to do. And of course, behind this, GoOdy is getting up a sizable force. He's getting the Thors out. The tank count pretty low at the moment. I don't know if he's even got. He's just got the 1 tank, so that isn't significant. A lot of Zerglings, meanwhile, are coming for a Zergling counterattack. Should get to that 3rd base before it lands, may even delay it a little bit. Should see it coming over, but no, the Zerglings, are they going to get there in time? It's going to be close, but obviously that command center will just re-lift should there be any problems. Those Mutas flying straight into the Thors. We should see a lift on this command center very soon. Because otherwise you're playing a bit of a dangerous game there, GoOdy. You could lose this. There's a lot of Zerglings there, but the repair goes down just in time. So really did not want to delay anything by being forced to lift that command center. So That was solid play, slightly risky. I was concerned that it might have got focused down, but the repair getting there in time was absolutely brilliant. We do have the +1 flyer attack coming for DarKFoRcE at the moment. That, of course, when my goes mute is a lot more effective in their harassment capacity. Looking around, we do have missile turrets coming down pretty much everywhere, to be honest. So Mutas should get shut down pretty easily, and well, obviously the Thor count up at 3. Thor's deal great damage. Are they going to get in range? There's a Viking there, and the Mutas getting splashed by the Thors. Magic box is all you've got to do there. And of course, for those of you who don't know, magic boxing is when you select air units and click outside of an imaginary rectangle around all of them, so they don't clump up, because they do like stacking on top of each other, and Thors do splash damage to air, which means that lots of damage can be done very, very quickly. Of course, those Mutas are taking damage. They are all very, very low on health. The 2 tanks are in, sieging up, and this could be it, to be honest, guys. All the drones getting pulled, which is never a good sign. The siege tanks are dealing so much damage. A 3rd one in the mix as well. Everything gets cleaned up by GoOdy, and DarKFoRcE just does not seem to have enough units. He is losing everything. The scan goes off, sees that there's nothing else there, and there is the GG from DarKFoRcE. And GoOdy just played so solidly this entire series and does take it 2-0. So guys, subscribe, like, comment, follow me on Twitter. And if you want any more StarCraft, flick over to my channel. I've got hundreds of games. If you've watched them all, I will see you tomorrow for yet another brand new top level StarCraft game. I was Madals. This is a StarCraft 2 England cast. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.